Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about FM Pony's new map, Santorini. It's due to be released, I believe, tomorrow. So today I wanted to just show you around the map and show you some, how the map will work out, some things that the terrorists and counter-terrorists will want to look for when they play the map. So up right now you can see the call-out positions. And it might look a little bit confusing at first, but the map's actually really simple when you actually play through it. Don't get confused by the overlay. There's a lot of passages underneath, which might be confusing on this map. But essentially, you have the basics. Actually, I'll just fly through this for you right now, and I'll show you where everything is. So, starting from CT spawn right here. You have the options to go left, which will take you to A, right, which will take you to B, or you can go straight ahead, which will take you to mid-window room, which will connect A and B together. You can also get to mid-window room from coming to the left and taking the first right. So mid-window room is easy to get to from CT spawn. You can either go that way, or you can come through here to get to the mid-window. And to get to this position here at window, the terrorists will arrive at this position here at roughly the same time. So it's a pretty quick fight there. If I were to want to go to B side, what I'll do, there's two ways I can get there. This will take me to the back halls, and you can think of this area here as back halls on Inferno through construction, and that will take you behind B site. And then the first entranceway, this first pathway, will take you to B as well. And this is the B bomb site here. You have some cover where you can plant safe from CT side. You can also plant here, which is kind of safe, but these windows open up here, so you need to look out for that. So as a CT coming towards B, you can play up in these windows, or you can push into the bomb site. This is the main entrance into B from the terrorists. And this little part up here, you can boost up and you can take B control. This is middle here. So this area that I'm in right now, this is called garden. This is where you'd boost into garden. This is, I guess, the main B area, entrance to B. This is elbow. It's just a little bit of a joint here that connects. It's just a little passageway. It's a very powerful position for CTs to play around because they just have a lot of maneuverability around there. Default boxes, you have this little jail area here, but if we boost up to mid, this is a little garden area. You can control this, you can control mid. So this is the B side of the map basically. And if we come towards A, I'll first come this way. This will take you to the mid window. You can also come left, and this will take you to the squeaky door. This will connect into middle as well, where you can take shots through this angle here. I believe something will be changed about this where we'll be able to boost over, but I don't have that version of the map yet. This corridor also connects towards the A bomb site, so this is a nice heaven or sniper's nest area, and you can see that's long A down there, and this is underground. So out here, this will lead me to catwalk. Catwalk connects to middle. So already for the CTs, you can come catwalk from A to middle. You can come out through the squeaky door, window, or boost up at the garden. And all those ways you can take middle control as a counter-terrorist. Remember, if the CTs are able to do it, the terrorists are also able to do it. And then there are angles that you can take onto underground, or you can take angles into long A. This is the cafe area up here. So if I come back here, so what I did last time is I ran through here to get to the window or there to the squeaky door. If you come to the left instead, this will take you to that window, the sniper's nest. This will take you out CT spawn towards A, and this is called cafe, where it's a nice sniper alley down into both long A and into underground. So this is a nice vantage point. You have your try box here. You have your blue box or back right, whatever you want to call it. This is the A bomb site, marked by the red outline. So even at this point here, if you want to boost up, this wood is the bomb site, so you can plant here. So this bomb site, you have nice control over. If you push up the bomb site to catwalk, CTs will get around this angle or this angle by the same time that the terrorists get to this point here. So that the engagement would be right in here. So if counter-terrorists want to take control of it, maybe they like to pre-smoke it. If you're able to land this nice bunny hop, then you can get there a couple seconds earlier. It saves you a couple seconds of running all the way around this way. So it takes a little bit of practice, but you can manage to do it. Same thing at upper halls. CT can get around here at the same time as the terrorist gets around here, I believe. Underground, that's it for CT side. So I'm going to switch over to the T side and show you how the T side works, and then I'll show you a few different like tips and tricks that you can do on the map. So the terrorists will spawn back here, and it's a bit confusing at the start. You would assume like, oh, right ahead of me, that's going to be middle. This is actually the entrance to long B. So this is the terrorist's only way into B right now. They have this wall that splits the two, so if you come to the left, you'll be able to just peek straight into B, and if you come up the right side, then you'll get to the end of the banana area and just explode straight onto B. So that's the main entrance into B. And as you're going down here, you'll see that there's windows up here and this drop zone. This is actually terrorist side and middle. So from spawn again, if you come out to the left, this will bring you to middle, and you can have this little jump up area. You can peek here, and you can come under these pillars, and you can take this. This will lead you to garden, so that you can do a nice B split. And then if you come from the right, if you go to the right as you're coming out of spawn, you'll come to this drop area. This drop area will be able to peek into garden. You can also like pre-Molotov it if you want. You can look into window room, and then you can push up this way, and then you can go catwalk to A. Or you can just use this area to sit here and cut rotations off to make sure that the CTs aren't using middle as a rotation zone between A and B. And also if you come to the right as you're leaving T-spawn, this will connect you to long A and underground. So if you go to the left, you'll go underground, you'll come up, and you'll fight A. And if you go up the stairs will wrap around, and then you'll be at long A. So that's the basic general map layout. Now what's good to note on this map is that there are no skyboxes. So if I wanted to smoke mid-window out, for example, I could just throw smoke in this direction, and this will go to mid-window. If I do it with a walk step in between these trees, this will smoke off catwalk here for me. I just messed it up. But if the smoke gets into this corner here, this could be nice cover so that you can get up catwalk if you come from drop zone and just run up this way. It'll block off squeaky and the window so that you can get into catwalk. There's no skyboxes over A, so if I wanted to do a wall of smokes, let's say a smoke here and a smoke, I believe it's here if I haven't forgotten already, then you can do a nice wall of smoke where you can like now come out of long A, you can get into the bomb site, you can plant. There's a little bit of a gap, so play around with it. Again, if you're doing like a cat A split or you're going up long A, having a player over here, you can use this position to flash over a bomb site, and this will affect anyone who's in the bomb site, anyone who's pushing towards catwalk, anyone who's in the cafe. It's going to affect all of these players so that you can actually come up long A and come up the underground without being, with cool flashes and cool smokes that you can do. So there's a lot of creativity that can be involved into doing some sort of smoke and flash take on the A bomb site. The B bomb site is a little bit different. Obviously, if you're coming down lower B, there's not much you can smoke from like underneath here. But if you're coming up long B, you can try to like figure things out, figure out flashbangs over top. I haven't tried it myself. But this is pretty cool that this mid's open completely and A's open completely. So this allows the terrorists to be very creative and dynamic with their strategies, and it'll make the CTs it'll give the CTs a little bit of a struggle to actually take control of areas. The CTs also have this area open, so if you jump up here, you'll see these bells, this bell tower. That basically tells you exactly where mid is. So if you're able to line up with those bells, if you just take a jump here and you see where the bells are, anything just in this area in general is going to be a smoke towards top of middle. And that's going to allow you, if you get it like a little bit down here, it's going to allow you to push up mid through the window. It's going to allow you to jump up to the garden area and help control mid like this. You can now peek the drop zone. You can peek drop from over here as well. So CTs can control this area with a boost. They can come out the squeaky door, and with a smoke they can start pushing up, and they can use this wall for cover, and then they could boost over and get a flank off on the terrace. There's a lot of creativity that can be used in this map to kind of just do all sorts of fancy new tricks. Now, the way I see the map, I see it resembling a few maps. So right here, this kind of reminds me of Season or Cache middle, where there's a lot of options where if you have middle control, you can now get to the side sites really quickly. You can go from middle to A in like a matter of 5 seconds, or middle to B in a matter of 5 seconds as well. Whereas the rotations, if you were to come from CT spawn, would take you, much longer. It would take you at least double that time if you wanted to run safely all the way across. So that rotation time is very important. So controlling middle is going to be very important. And the counter terrorists are able to control it relatively easily. But what you need to understand is that terrorists can dedicate more people towards taking over middle control than the counter terrorists can. For example, if the counter terrorists play 3 people in middle to control it, the terrorists can play 4 or 5 people to control it. Now, if the counter terrorists are spending 3 people to control middle, it means that the side bomb sites are a little bit more exposed. So what a terrorist team can do is they can do an A split where they have 2 go down underground, 2 come up long A, and 1 person over here using utility to set them up, and then playing here to cut off rotations and lurk and flank. It means that the counter terrorists are spending a lot of bodies on this area, and the terrorists can just bypass them completely. So there's going to be a lot of quick engagements. There's going to be a lot of fighting involved. It's going to be a fast-paced map, in my opinion. A lot of just engagements going on. The counter terrorists can play the bomb sites passively and just give up middle entirely, just because there's a lot of there's a lot of cover that you can utilize. You can lock down choke points with smoke grenades and molotovs. So there is the trade-off. You can either go and play middle and control it, but if the terrorists are taking middle too easily from you, because as I said, as you get to the window here, the terrorists will get to the top of middle here. And you'll be just straight up peeking one another. And the counter terrorists, you don't want to do that as a CT. You don't want to just straight up fight, because if you lose the engagement, it's very good for the terrorists. Your defense is spread thin. You have to watch B, you have to watch A, you have to watch middle. If now you're losing players, you have less people on B, less people on A, it means that those sites are very vulnerable. So the counter terrorists want to stay alive. So taking straight up aim duels isn't the best thing for counter terrorists to do. So there's going to be a lot of mid control going on, big fight, it's going to be in the main area of contention, main area of contention. And B, it feels like it's very hard to get into if you come out the long side, but generally speaking, there's going to be 1, maybe 2 people at B. And if you think about Banana Inferno, it's kind of the same thing. There's that main entrance into B on Banana Inferno, and that's it. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. But what's really cool is that there's this upper part here where the terrorists can take control of mid and actually come and use this balcony and use this grate to look into the B bomb site and have this vantage point. And of course, if there are any CTs playing up here, this wall is completely spammable. So the bullets will go straight through here. Even with a pistol, the bullets will go through. So this is a pretty cool spam area that you can use. And there's a lot of spammable walls. For example, this wall here, this is also spammable. This wall here is pretty spammable. So there's a lot of spammable walls that you have to look out for. But the general layout is pretty easy to understand, in my opinion. And how the skyboxes are open, allowing you to throw flashbangs and smoke grenades over the walls, is also really cool to provide a nice dynamic for the terrorist side. I think that this map is fairly balanced, like a 50-50. You'll see 8-7 halves, 9-6, depending on pistols. I think it's very easy to come back on each side, and it comes down to whichever team is more individually skilled. but I think there's also room for a lot of dynamic strategies and creative strategies where a team that's not necessarily as skilled can still make up for it with really cool setups on CT side and really cool tactics on T side. So I think this is a very balanced map all in all. It might need to undergo a few like minor gameplay changes. For example, this spool here should allow you to boost over to catwalk. This playtest, it doesn't allow for that. There's cool things you can do, such as if you know how to do it properly, you can do a jump off of this into mid window. I don't know how to do it because I'm not good at this game. And there's other things you can do, little cool tricks, such as this one to jump onto catwalk. But you can also jump into here. This is a skill jump into the window room. The blue, I guess, awning here is there to prevent people from just easily jumping in there. It's going to make it more of a skill-based jump. And there's a lot of cool things in the map, little details that you'll pick up on. But overall, I think it's a fun map to play, and I'm excited to see it get released and see if how the community responds to it. So thank you for the map, FM Pony, and hopefully see you guys playing this map and stuff. Alright, cool. If you like this video, remember to subscribe and shit. Peace.